I've spent a lot of time reflecting on the difference between winners and losers. And it's not always what we think it is. It's not about the title you carry, the money you make, or the fame you acquire. It's deeper. It's about something far more powerful. It's about mindset. Winners think differently. They act differently. They live differently. What's the real difference between you and the person who's already living the life you want? Take a moment and think about it. Because here's the truth: success isn't about magic. It's not about luck. It's about the choices you make, the actions you take, and, most importantly, the mindset you cultivate. Success is predictable. It's a result of clear, intentional decisions. It's not something that happens to you. It's something you create. Winners understand this. They know it's not about what happens to them. It's about how they respond to what happens. They take full responsibility for their outcomes. And that's the first thing that separates winners from losers' responsibility. Winners understand that life doesn't just happen to them. They don't blame circumstances. They don't point fingers at the economy, their background, or their upbringing. They know that, at the end of the day, the only thing standing between them and their success is the person they see in the mirror. And that's the hard truth. But here's the thing: if you want to move from where you are to where you want to be, you have to be willing to accept responsibility for everything in your life. No more excuses. No more blaming the world around you. You can change your life. You have the power to create the future you desire, but only if you own your choices. And if you can do that, if you can take full responsibility for your life and your results, then everything changes. You become the author of your own story. But what about the losers? What separates them from the winners? Losers wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity. They're waiting for things to align just right, for everything to be in place before they take action. But here's the reality: the perfect moment will never come. The time to act is now. Winners understand that. They know there is no perfect time, no magical moment that will change everything. They take action. Today. The question is, are you going to keep waiting for the perfect moment? Or are you going to take control of your life and make the most of this moment? Winners take action. Losers wait. So, let's get clear on this. If you want to be a winner, you must start by taking full responsibility for your life. That's the first step. Own your decisions. Own your actions. Own your results. Because the winners, they don't wait for life to happen to them. They make life happen. And now, my friend, it's your turn to decide. What are you going to do with this moment? Let's talk about something critical now. Something that's often overlooked. It's called discipline. I want you to stop for a moment and think about the word discipline. Most people, when they hear it, think about rules, restrictions, and doing things they don't enjoy. But let me tell you something: discipline is freedom. Yes, you heard me right. Discipline is freedom. Now, I know that sounds counterintuitive, but think about it. The more disciplined you are in your habits, the more control you gain over your life. The more disciplined you are with your time, the more you control your future. The more disciplined you are with your actions, the more choices you create for yourself. Winners get this. They understand that discipline is not about forcing yourself to do things you don't like. No. Discipline is about doing the things you know will lead to your success, even when you don't feel like doing them. It's about making those tough decisions over and over, even when the road gets hard. Let me put it simply. Discipline is doing what you don't feel like doing, even when you don't feel like doing it. You see, the key here is that winners don't rely on motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. It's like the weather. Some days it's sunny, some days it's cloudy. But discipline is what carries you through rain or shine. Discipline is a commitment to your future self. I want you to think about that for a second. Every time you choose to discipline yourself, you're making a promise to your future. You're saying, I am going to do the work now, even if it's hard, because I know it will pay off later. The winners don't just show up when they feel like it. They show up every day. They put in the work day in and day out, regardless of how they feel, because they know that the rewards of discipline are far greater than the temporary pleasure of comfort. And that's where the losers fall short. They think discipline is something they can pick up when they feel like it. They think it's okay to slack off here and there. They wait for the right moment, the perfect mood to get started. But here's the truth, the right moment is now. Discipline is not about waiting for the mood to strike. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Winners make discipline a habit. They understand that it's not a one-time thing, it's a lifestyle. It's the small choices they make every single day that add up over time. Here's the thing about discipline, it's a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And just like any muscle, it gets easier the more you use it. Discipline doesn't get easier because life gets easier. It gets easier because you get stronger. So, ask yourself this: what would your life look like if you made discipline your daily habit? If you showed up every day, no matter what? If you committed to putting in the work, even when you didn't feel like it? The answer is simply you would be unstoppable. Discipline is the secret ingredient. It's the foundation on which winners build their success. And it's available to you right now. All you have to do is commit. Remember this, success is not a result of what you do once in a while. It's the result of what you do every day. And the discipline you apply today will shape the success you see tomorrow. Winners are disciplined. Losers rely on motivation. Choose discipline, and the results will follow. There's a simple truth that most people overlook. Success doesn't come from big, dramatic actions. It doesn't come from sudden bursts of effort or grand moments of inspiration. It comes from consistency. Let me say that again, success comes from doing the right things over and over again. Day in and day out, whether you feel like it or not. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Jim, I've been working hard for weeks, and I haven't seen the results I expected. I get it. It's frustrating when the results don't show up right away. But here's the thing, consistency compounds. The small things you do every single day add up, they build. They create momentum. Even if you don't see the progress immediately, it's happening beneath the surface. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see the roots grow immediately. But every day that tree is getting stronger, even though the growth isn't visible yet. Winners get this. They understand that success isn't a one-time event. It's not a lucky break. It's a series of small, consistent actions that lead to massive results. They do the work every day, no matter how small or insignificant it might seem at the time. And here's the kicker, Og. Consistency doesn't require perfection. You don't have to be perfect every day. You don't have to be flawless in your approach. You just have to be persistent. Consistency means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing what you said you would do day in and day out. It means staying the course. Think about the most successful people you know. What do they all have in common? They show up. They stay committed to their goals, even when the results aren't immediate. Even when the road gets tough, they don't give up. They stay consistent. Now, here's where most people fail. They don't understand the power of small, consistent actions. They think they need to make huge, life-altering changes to see results. But that's not true. It's the little things that add up over time. Imagine if you made one small improvement every day. It could be as simple as reading for 15 minutes a day, exercising for 20 minutes, or saving a small amount of money. One small step every day. After a year, those small actions add up to something remarkable. But here's the catch: most people quit before they see the results. They get impatient. They expect immediate success, and when it doesn't come, they give up. But the winners, they understand that success is a journey, not a destination. They stay in the game long enough to see the payoff. The power of consistency is like a snowball. It starts small, but the longer you keep it rolling, the bigger it gets. And eventually, that snowball turns into something massive, something powerful. It's unstoppable. So, ask yourself, what could you accomplish if you stayed consistent? What would happen if you showed up every day, no matter what? You see, consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. If you stay consistent, you will reach your goals. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, but only if you keep going. Winners understand this. They don't look for shortcuts. They don't look for instant gratification. They put in the work every day, and they trust that the results will come. Here's the truth: success is inevitable if you are consistent. It might take time. It might be hard, but I promise you this, if you stay consistent, you will win. And that, my friend, is the power of consistency. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful forces in the world: focus. In a world full of distractions, focus is the one thing that will separate you from the crowd. We live in an age where there's a constant pull for our attention. Notifications on your phone, emails, social media, conversations, the news. It's endless. It's overwhelming. And it's easy to get caught up in the noise. But here's the truth: focus is your ultimate superpower. Winners understand this. They know that what you focus on expands. If you focus on your goals will expand. If you focus on problems, problems will expand. If you focus on distractions, distractions will expand. So the question is, what are you focusing on? Your focus determines your future. The direction you point your mind is the direction you will go. You cannot afford to be distracted by everything around you. You need to have laser-like focus on the things that matter, the things that will take you closer to your dreams. When you focus, you gain power. You gain momentum. You create results. You make progress. You stop wasting time and energy on things that don't serve you. Focus is the difference between moving forward and staying stuck. But here's the thing. Focus is a choice. Every day you choose what to focus on. You choose what gets your attention. And too many people give their focus away to things that don't deserve it. So, let's talk about how to make focus your superpower. First, eliminate distractions. This is step one. Take a good look at your life. What's taking up your mental and emotional energy? What's stealing your time? Is it the endless scrolling on social media? Is it that TV show you just can't stop watching? Or maybe it's negative people who are always pulling your focus away from what really matters. Winners don't waste their time with distractions. They protect their time like it's the most valuable resource they have, because honestly it is. They know that time is the one thing you can never get back. Next, set clear goals. Focus thrives when you know exactly where you're going. Without clear goals, you're like a ship drifting aimlessly in the ocean. You'll go wherever the current takes you. And that's not a recipe for success. Winners set clear, specific goals. They write them down. They break them down into smaller, manageable steps. And they focus on those steps every single day. Every action they take brings them closer to their goals. But focus isn't just about eliminating distractions and setting goals. It's about protecting your energy. What you focus on, you give energy to. And if you're constantly giving energy to things that drain you, you're going to feel burnt out. But when you focus on what lights you up, what excites you, what motivates you, your energy flows in that direction, and the results follow. So here's the question: what are you giving your energy to? Is it your goals? Or is it the distractions that are keeping you from your success? Here's what I've learned in my years of experience. Success is never about working harder. It's about working smarter. And the key to working smarter is focusing on the few things that will truly move the needle in your life. Winners don't chase every opportunity. They don't try to be everything to everyone. They focus on what they do best. They focus on their strengths. They don't spread themselves thin. They choose a few things and give them their full attention. And that's why they win. You need to ask yourself, what's the one thing I can focus on today that will move me closer to my goal? Don't worry about everything else. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just focus on today. Focus is the foundation of success. Without it, you'll be scattered. You'll be pulled in a million directions. You'll work hard, but you won't get anywhere. But with focus, you'll see results. Focus will turn your dreams into reality. It will turn your goals into achievements. It will give you the energy and momentum to keep going, even when the road gets tough. So, if you want to separate yourself from the crowd, if you want to be the one who wins, it's simply focus. Protect your time, protect your energy, and keep your eyes on the prize. Because the winners, they understand that success isn't about doing everything. It's about focusing on what truly matters. And that, my friend, is the ultimate superpower. Now, we've talked about discipline, consistency, and focus. But none of those things matter if you don't have the right mindset. The winner's mindset, the belief that you can achieve what you set out to do, is what truly separates the winners from the losers. Listen to me carefully in what you believe you become. Your mind is a powerful tool, far more powerful than you give it credit for. It shapes your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. If you believe you're going to fail, you will. If you believe you're destined for greatness, you'll find a way to make it happen. The winners understand this. They know that the greatest barrier to success is not the economy, not the competition, not even circumstances. It's the lack of belief in yourself. Belief is the foundation of everything. Without belief, there is no action. Without belief, there is no persistence. Without belief, there is no discipline, no consistency, and no focus. Belief is the driving force that keeps you moving forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. Winners don't wait for permission to succeed. They don't look for external validation. They don't need anyone to tell them they can do it. They already believe it. You must first believe in yourself before anyone else will believe in you. I'm sure you've heard the saying, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect others to believe in you? It's true. Because here's the reality: when you believe in yourself, when you believe that you have the power to change your life, you radiate that confidence. People see it. Opportunities open up. The universe aligns in your favor. But it starts with you. You have to believe in your own potential. And let me tell you this, belief is a choice. It's not something that's given to you. It's something you decide to adopt. You decide right now that you are capable of achieving great things. Winners choose to believe in themselves even when the evidence is not yet visible. They know that belief precedes success. You have to believe before you see the results. Let's be real here, Egg. There are times when the journey gets tough. There are times when you question everything. Your abilities, your goals, your worth. But it's in those moments that belief matters the most. Winners understand that belief isn't about blind optimism. It's not about ignoring the challenges, pretending everything is easy, or hoping for a miracle. Belief is the unshakable conviction that no matter how tough it gets, you'll find a way. You see, success doesn't come easily. It's not handed to you on a silver platter. It takes work. It takes perseverance. It takes believing in yourself when no one else does. Let me tell you something important. Every winner started with a belief. They didn't start out knowing exactly how things would unfold. They didn't have all the answers, all the skills, or all the resources. What they had was belief. They believed in themselves, in their ability to figure it out, in their capacity to learn, adapt, and grow. You are no different. So I want you to take a moment and think about where you are in your life right now. What do you want? What dreams have you pushed aside because you didn't believe they were possible? That belief is the key. It's the unlock to your success. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But Jim, how can I believe when I failed before? How can I believe when it seems impossible? The answer is simple, because failure is part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is a stepping stone. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. Winners don't fear failure. They don't fear the tough times. They understand that every challenge is just another chance to prove their belief in themselves. They get back up, dust themselves off, and keep moving forward. So, let me ask you this. Do you believe in yourself? If you want to separate yourself from the losers, it starts right here. It starts with belief. If you believe in yourself, if you believe you can succeed, you will. The path might be hard, it might be long, but you will make it. Remember this, your belief in yourself is the foundation of your success. Once you believe you can, nothing can stop you. So, let me leave you with this. The difference between winners and losers is not some magical gift. It's not about talent, luck, or circumstances. It's about the choices you make every single day. It's about discipline, consistency, focus, and belief. Winners choose to show up every day. They choose to take action, to stay focused, to keep going when the going gets tough. And most importantly, they choose to believe in themselves even when no one else does. The question now is, what will you choose? You have the power to change your life. You have the power to become the winner you're meant to be. The only thing standing in your way is the story you tell yourself. So, go out there and start writing a new story. One of success, one of determination, one of belief. Because you have everything you need to make it happen. Thank you for listening, and remember, your future is in your hands.